Hey ladies, this video is all about palette 4. Palette 4 is this really neat palette that has shades of navy, like a teal, some browns, a gold. And I really like this palette because I don't own any other pigments or cream shadows that even come close to mimicking these blues. So it gives me a large variety of colors that I don't own in any other product. And that's kind of what I like to do, is collect different shades in different products. I don't like to have several of the same colors in several products because I feel like it's a waste because I can't wear them all. So I try to really get some variety when I pick my items. So the only thing that I have on right now on my eyes is the 3D mascara. So I'm going to start, like always, with my eye primer. This is, I guess, kind of a lotiony, a thinner lotion consistency. It has a little beige tint to it. And what this does is it not only makes your eyeshadow last all day, but it prevents it from creasing, and it just makes the colors of your shadows pop. So I'm going to start with my eye primer, and then I'm going to use my deluxe brush from Younique, and I'm going to start with my light shade, my highlighting shade. And I'm going to do this pretty gold called Secretive. It doesn't really look super light, but out of all the shades I'm going to use, this is going to be the lightest shade that I'm going to use. So I'm just taking my deluxe brush, patting it over my eyelid from the inner corner of my eye to halfway down my eyelid. And the rules that I try to follow when applying my eyeshadow to make it easier, because I still am quite the amateur, but what makes it easier for me, and I think what will help you guys that struggle a little bit with how to apply it and what shades to apply, is that I always start, if I'm going to do multiple shades, I always do 3 shades in 3 different categories. A light one for the highlighting shade, usually a shimmer, like the Secretive, a medium shade to kind of transition my colors together, and a dark shade that I put on the outer corners of my eyes. And then I usually do something light under my eyebrow, but that's probably the least important in my opinion. And that's the rules I follow, and it seems to work for me well. And I think if you just keep those 3 in mind, it'll work well for you too. I'm going to next use my crease brush, and I'm going to pick as my medium transition shade this Brave, which is a real pretty matte brown. I'm just going to put some on my brush here, and I'm going to put it into the crease of my eye and a little bit above it. And I'm just going to blend it in, just going back and forth. I do it on the other side. Again, just in my crease with this crease brush and a little bit above it, going back and forth to really get the color in there. So I have Secretive, the gold color, as my light shade. My medium is this brown matte shade called Brave. All right. There's my 2 shades. That's what it looks like so far. And really, I could bring, if I don't want to mess with the 3rd shade, I could bring this Hopeful down to this outer corner and just have these 2 shades. There's enough of a difference in the color, and one's shimmer and one's matte, that this look could be done there. And I'm going to go ahead and add a shade. And I'm going to add a blue shade because that's one of the reasons I love this certain palette so much. So I'm going to use this dark navy called Triumphant. I'm going to use my angled and sponge brush. So it's angled on this side, you can see here. And then this is just a regular little sponge tip. And I'm going to use a sponge tip and just dab it. I always blow it. And then I'm just going to start on my outer corner and push it in. The sponge brush makes it easy to push the color into my eyeshadow that's already in there without getting it everywhere. So it really sticks to the sponge brush good. Again, I'm just going to use this Triumphant color, dabbing it on my outer lid. And then I'm going to dab a little bit more. And then pushing it into my crease and down below here. And these are totally buildable, so you can add, if you want it to be more dramatic, add more to make it darker. Any of these colors really. Or keep it as light as you want. Like I think I need a little bit more on here. So I'm going to add some to the outer edge here. So I've added 3 shades so far. And then I'll go ahead and use my angled tip here, and I'm going to put this color Tender. It's just like a beigey, yellow beigey color under my eyebrow here. Just so it doesn't look like I have a big span of space between my transition color and my brow bone. That's it. That's palette 3. There's my highlighting shade, my transition shade, and my darkest shade here. You can blend it more if you like it blended more. I feel like I blend it enough when I'm putting it on that I don't normally have to go back and blend it. I would finish this look if I wanted to wear eyeliner with a brown. So I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner in brown, which is called Proper. And again, these liquid liners are so easy to use. I've always been intimidated by liquid liner because I don't have a steady hand. And they were always so messy. I just could never use them right. So there is my eyeliner and with brown Proper. That's what it looks like. I almost like it better without eyeliner, I think, on this look specifically. But you can choose. And I would probably top off this look with a red lip because I have some red on with my blue here today. So I'm going to use this Younique lip stain in Saucy. So I just wipe off the excess. You want to be really careful with these lip stains because they dry, and if you get out of your line, your lip line, and you don't catch it immediately, then it's kind of hard to get off your skin. But this Saucy lip stain is probably, and it's hard to choose, but I'm going to say this is my very favorite lip product and color. I wear this all the time. Every time I get a chance. Because it stays on me real well. I like the shade. And I just love a red lip. So there is Saucy lip stain. You can see they're spill proof here. But they are glass, so they do break easily. I have had one fall off the counter and just smash everywhere. Alright, so there it is. There's Eye Look is palette 4, one with eyeliner, one without, and then a red lip with the Saucy lip stain. That's it. Palette 4. Really pretty shades of blue and brown. Super easy to use. Thanks.